NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here.
I miss you too, Ernie.
And I'm really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here too.
I miss you too, Ernie.
Thank you. Me too. In this game, we'll see the Indiana Pacers against the Brooklyn Nets. And for Brooklyn, for them to make their opening game a success, they're going to have to quiet a very raucous crowd. It wouldn't have been their choice to start the season on the road, but in reality, it shouldn't change their game plan. After a brisk off-season, it's finally upon us, fellas.
What's that?
Opening night.
Oh, tonight's opening night?
Hey,
oh, those are preseason games.
Shaq, your thoughts on how important it is for a team to get off to a fast start?
Well, early wins gives you confidence.
Oh, do they ever?
Makes you more intimidating to play against.
Oh, does it ever?
I'm so excited. I miss you guys this summer.
Oh, I know. What
I'm
have you been
happy
doing?
to be here. I went to China about 59 times.
Yeah.
I went to Cancun 72 times.
Uh-huh.
And I went to the North Pole twice.
Oh, wow.
Wow, how's
so
that?
So pretty uneventful summer for you.
It was bad. I was looking for Santa. I couldn't find him.
Okay, well, you're not supposed to. The fans, the local media, everyone is excited. And I just am excited to be here, start of the season, and you don't want to start slow. You don't want to have any rough patches early on.
What'd you do this summer?
I went fishing.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
Catch anything?
Fishing. Yes, I did. I went to Dubai and went deep sea fishing.
Wow, awesome. So you were traveling all over the place? You go deep sea fishing?
What'd you do?
I cut the grass. That's awesome. Well, that wraps it up. Let's go courtside.
Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Doris Burke. And we've got David Aldridge on the sideline. We've got the Brooklyn Nets facing the Indiana Pacers.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
And the Pacers start off with the ball. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Lynn and Russell are in the backcourt. Jamari Carroll is out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Mozgov in at the 5. Now here's Turner. Oladipo outside. Turner with the screen. Clock at 6. Jumper off the screen. The rebound by the Nets. This game against Indiana, the first game of the NBA's regular season.
Yeah, and a 4-game season series between these two. Both will be looking to set the tone tonight.
We know whichever team makes the best adjustments on the fly will have the best chance of emerging victorious in this first meeting.
And Rondé Hollis Jefferson able to defend 1 through 4. Doris, where do you think he's most effective as a defender?
Well, Kevin, with his length and his quickness, he can really bother guards that are smaller than he is, which most often is going to be the case.
that one is off.
And you'll hear some say the sleeper of that 2015 draft was Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. I mean, a fractured ankle his rookie season limited him to just those 29 games. But when healthy, he's shown he can be a force defensively.
And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. And Greg, what separates Hollis-Jefferson, do you think, as an NBA defender?
Physicality, quickness to go along with anticipation. I mean, with his pressure D, he's able to suffocate perimeter players and rack up steals. And don't forget versatility. He's a guy that can guard multiple positions, and that's a huge asset for any team.
You have to enjoy watching Jeremy Lin work the pick and roll. This guy totally loses the defense with his quick decision making.
Collison against Lin. And there's the feed to Bogdanovich. Indiana moving the ball around. And Young kicks to Collison. Shoots over Lin. That doesn't go either for Collison.
Scoreless after 4 shots. Wow.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I spoke briefly with Nate McMillan. It's the first matchup of the season against this team, and he knows that they have great shot blocking. But he did say we've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Put the bigs in high pick-and-roll situations and shoot the jumper with confidence. They feel that's the key, Kevin.
David, thanks. Sounds like he's prepped his guys on how to handle this opposing defense.
And no surprise there, because they're facing a team that can win games with its defense. They are an aggressive bunch from the start.
No, it's so true, Greg, because make a mistake and this team will capitalize. They need to keep a tight handle on the basketball and limit their turnovers.
Here's the screen. 6 to shoot. Pass to Young. It's tipped.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Hollis-Jefferson.
Well, don't you love the nickname, the Junkyard Dog, DeMarre Carroll? This guy has established himself over the last handful of seasons as a starting caliber forward.
Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw good from Hollis-Jefferson.
Well, the former Arizona Wildcat, Hollis-Jefferson, right? He's a superb athlete, just oozing with potential.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Pacers have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Collison, the pass to Bogdanovich. From the line. Doesn't go for him. The Nets go the other way with it. And Carroll slowed somewhat by knee surgery a couple seasons ago.
Yeah, I think he's trying to make his way back into form. One of those tone setter guys. You know the effort will be there every time he takes the floor.
Now here's Mozgov. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the teardrop. Kicks it to Lin. Out left to the wing. Russell with a wide open look. Yes! And a nice assist from Lin. Russell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pacers trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Collison. And nothing is falling for him right now. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Right wing. Here's Lin. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Oladipo dishes to Young. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Russell from long range. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Russell's gone a perfect 2 of 2 from the arc. So timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
Well, guys, you think back to 2013 when the Nets pushed all their chips in for a title. When that collapsed, they had to embrace Plan B. So what do? They go into the Spurs organization, hire from that brain trust, and now are trying to build from the ground up.
And the new Nets leadership now thinking long-term.
Right, Kev. I think that this is a team, an organization that wants high-character individuals. They're using words like consistency and sustainability. If you want the model, it's the Spurs' 2-decade playoff run. That's the goal for the Brooklyn Nets.
Checking out the numbers for Young. Last season's performance for him, 17th in field goal percentage, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And a guy who rarely takes a bad shot. I love the way he plays, completely unselfish with the basketball. I think he'd rather pass it off than take a bad shot. Now, here's Bogdanovic looking for his first basket still in this one. Over Russell. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
Bogdanovic battling through the defense, Kev. Amazing touch on the difficult basket.
Mozgov, a screen on Collison. Off the screen. Lynn's shot is off.
Well, he continues to have trouble with his shot, well below 50% from the field in this period.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And Thaddeus Young he's got a unique offensive skill set. I mean, he really is able to score over bigger players with just an array of little hooks and floaters and off-balance shots in the lane.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And Greg, at about 6'8", what is it that enables Young to finish so well inside?
I think it's more finesse than power. Not a lot of free throws for him, but he can get his shot off quickly before the shot blockers have time to gather.
That one is no good.
You know, Kevin, it's easy to me to see why Thaddeus Young's teammates love him. This guy always knows his role and always plays within himself.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 6 from downtown. Bogdanovic grabs the miss.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
There's the dish to Oladipo. Here's Turner. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
But Kevin, Miles Turner has great versatility, so he can score from anywhere, but right there is his bread and butter. Boy, Miles Turner out of the University of Texas, hook 'em horns, the number 11 pick back in 2015. He now looks like a foundational piece for the Pacers.
One shot.
As you look back on that 2015 draft, hard to argue that Turner shouldn't have gone higher.
Yeah, I think it was the unusual running style. There were some concerns that it might predispose him to injury. The Pacers training staff actually found a muscular imbalance, so they helped him strengthen certain areas and correct that issue. I'll tell you, the floater is a shot that takes great touch, but that one looks pretty leaving his fingertips.
There's the lob to Oladipo.
Well, you love the shots that Victor Oladipo takes. This guy does a great job getting his shoulder squared to the rim.
Outside, Lynn. Pass to Russell. Oh, that's blocked.
The defensive instincts of Victor Oladipo are superb. This guy understands exactly when to rise for the rejection.
Now here's Turner. Young, a screen on Carroll. Here's Collison. Rebounded by the Nets. Mozgov's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
At some point, he has to stop shooting. How is this helping his team?
Yep, that one goes.
Well, we know this. Jeremy Lin knows how to run an offense. His ability to find the open man uncanny.
Collison kicks to Oladipo. Turner with the screen. Off the pick. A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. Turner's got 5 now.
Miles Turner is simply a workhorse. I mean, he keeps plays alive with his length and activity.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Doris, back in college, you earned a master's in education. How close were you to pursuing that path versus veering into becoming an analyst for basketball games?
Yeah, 11. That's a very good track record.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Al Jefferson is checked in for Young. Lance Stevenson comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Joseph in for Darren Collison. And a change for the Nets. Booker's checked in.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Joseph with the ball, and it's Lynn picking him up. Turner with the screen. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Again, Oladipo missing. And the Pacers trading away draft picks in recent seasons for players like Luis Scola and Doris Thaddeus Young. Given their great draft record, does that surprise you?
Well, I think when you consider their keen eye for rookies and the ability to evaluate talent, it makes you wonder why they've boxed themselves in. Certainly you wonder if that had to do with the pressure to contend.
Here's Jefferson. After the basket by Brooklyn. Back to Joseph. Jefferson setting the pick for Joseph. High post shot. Here's Turner. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. Turner's got 7 points. Brooklyn leading by 8. Lynn with it. Outside, Russell. Mozgov sets a screen for Russell. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 8.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
And Joseph kicks to Stevenson. Outside Jefferson. The shot by Turner, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Mozgov, a screen on Joseph. Here's Lynn. Right through the D for the layup. And now it's a 12-point Nets lead.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Joseph, the pass to Stevenson. Outside Jefferson. Here's Turner. No good off the front iron. Brooklyn's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. It's stolen by Oladipo. Right side Jefferson. Feeds to Stevenson. Turner with the screen for Stevenson. Goes up off the pick. Oh, and the dunk by Stevenson.
And that's the kind of aggressive attitude Stevenson brings to the table. He's not going to sit back and settle for jump shots. If he can attack the basket, he will.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Under Armour.
Always hunting for high-efficiency shots.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Miles Turner. And a new group in for the Nets. Quincy Azy's checked in for Mozgov. Crabbe comes in for Damari Carroll. LeVert's checked in for Russell. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Crabbe, good. But despite their shot selection, the results haven't been good for the Nets.
Right, Kev. This is one of the worst offenses in the league. Low shooting percentage from just about every spot on the floor, and turnovers. They were a huge problem for this group.
And so it's Indiana with it, following the bucket by the Nets. Sabonis, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Pacers.
And when you're riding on the upper end of the conference like these guys are, you usually have an excellent distribution of how and where you get your points. And these guys have a very effective offense, getting it done inside, outside, and from mid-range as well.
Free throw good. Sabonis. Of course, you've been a color analyst for both men's basketball, women's basketball. Stylistically, what's the difference, in your opinion, between the two, if anything?
Well, I think there are a number of differences. The primary one being athleticism is slowly starting to take shape and more dictate the outcome of success in women's basketball, whereas athleticism has always been a part of dictating the outcome of games. The above-the-rim aspect of the NBA versus, for the most part, the below-the-rim aspect of the WNBA. That would be the primary difference for me.
But the fundamentals, too, sometimes stand out. The women's game, I think, really, you can see fundamentals so strongly.
You can, Kevin, and I think what helped the women's game tremendously was, especially in the WNBA, you had NBA coaches transition to roles in the WNBA, the Bill Lambiers, the Mike Thibault, so they taught that group how to be pros, how to win on that level.
Excellent point. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. There's 1:26 left here in the first quarter. Dinwiddie dishes to AC. They set the pick. Crab from long range. Sabonis grabs the board. Pacers trail by 10. Stevenson outside. And Joseph kicks to Jefferson. Pass to LeVert. Shoots the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
And Joseph kicks to Sabonis. Back to Joseph. Stevenson outside. 14 feet away. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's LeVert. He's covered by Joseph. Crab in the corner. Offline with his 3. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And stolen by Booker. Here's LeVert. Out to the wing. Dinwiddie passes to Crab. Lets it go from 11. And the shot falls short this time.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
It was huge, no doubt, and it seems like they simply can't miss from downtown.
Brooklyn leading by 13. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Nets. Quincy AC out there with Trevor Booker. Then it's Allen Crabbe, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. Here's AC. This is the most they've led by 13 points.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
Now Joseph. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Makes it off the glass. Jefferson's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Pacers. Dinwiddie dishes to AC. There's the pick. Dinwiddie kicks to Crabbe. He feeds it to AC. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago. And really, as recently as 2014, the Pacers were a team with that old school front court. Some tall timber inside, and they played that slow, methodical pace. They have revamped the roster looking to space the floor and really fire it up on offense.
Now, here is Young. Jefferson setting the pick for Young. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Young's got his first 2 points.
Don't you love how Jefferson sets good, hard picks without fouling? He's almost 290 pounds. Good luck running into that.
Timeout called, the Nets. And the Pacers now looking to revamp how they approach things. The rebuild is on, it would appear.
Yeah, and a good time to do it when they saw Paul George would be leaving. It won't be easy to make the transition, but the Pacers do have a good collection of young talent.
The Nets making a switch here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Here's Hollis Jefferson. There's the screen. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Dinwiddie. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Joseph, the pass to Sabonis, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Just getting our feet wet here in the early season. But Doris, for the talented teams that aren't coming together yet, how long do you think before they have to make some adjustments?
Well, I certainly don't think you take any observation you've made in the first 20 of the games of the season and run with it. It's such a short span of time to evaluate. And again, you may be having players who are not 100% healthy or are not quite in NBA game shape yet because of whatever occurred in the offseason. So I would think decisions are not made in the NBA in terms of, okay, do we need to make a trade? Do we need to adjust starters versus those who are coming off the bench? What's our rotation? Who's getting what kind of minutes? I would certainly think the feeling out process is as long as 20 games. Listen, if you're a GM, you're always in observation mode, but I think in terms of decision making, boy, before 20 games, I don't think you know what you have.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
2 shots, foul, elbow, 2.
The Pacers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And the Nets adding their own G League affiliate, the Long Island Nets.
Yeah, and the Nets franchise originally, remember, based in Long Island. So nice to have that homecoming. And of course, with young talent development so critical for this Nets organization, having that minor league team in close proximity, very valuable.
And so Young nails them both.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Lynn dishes to Carroll. There's a screen. Picked by Mozgov. Lynn from long range. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Outside Collison. He kicks it to Young. Down low. Here's Sabonis with the second effort. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And Indiana opting to trade Paul George this summer. Doris, never easy to let a superstar go.
No, it isn't, Kevin, but with Paul George looking to contend for a title and increasingly voicing his dissatisfaction, it was probably the right choice because you don't want to lose him next summer and get nothing in return.
Free throw good. Sabonis.
I think, you look back on some of the point guards who have become head coaches in the NBA. Kenny Atkinson of the Nets, one of those guys, led the University of Richmond to the Sweet 16 back in 1988.
And here's Carroll. He's got 7. Picked by Mozgov. Out to the right wing. Lynn from long range. And again, it's the Nets missing. Pacers trail by 4. And Coach Atkinson never played in the NBA, but a long professional playing career.
Well, he played for over a decade in Europe. And certainly, Kev, there's more than one way to succeed in basketball. And now he's gaining a reputation as being a solid NBA coach early in his career. I can't wait to see what's next.
And you see Bogdanovich, 6'8" at times, listed at shooting guard. GA, is he a 2?
No. If anything, I think he's often better defending power forwards than he is against the wings, in part because you're not going to look to post that position in the way the game is played today. This guy is skilled and tough, but doesn't have the great foot speed defensively, so I think that's to his advantage to guard those guys.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
There's a lot to like about Bogdanovich's game. He's a skilled scorer, he's a capable defender, and I think there's some leadership qualities there.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And a refined offensive skill set for the Croatian Bogdanovich.
Well, Bojan, his three-point shot, obviously a big part of his game. He can really heat it up from the perimeter. On any given night, this guy can go for 40.
Now here's Carroll. 7 points in the game, and that one is good.
Well, this is how you make it easy on yourself. DeMarre Carroll gets close position on the interior and makes it easy.
Here's Sabonis. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside, Lynn. Carroll kicks to Russell. Young against Land. Here's the screen. But they'll get another chance. Carroll passes to Lynn. Mozgov, a screen on Bogdanovich. The pass to Russell. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Sabonis has got his 5th rebound in this one. The shot missing. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Dishes to Carroll. It's rebounded by Indiana.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Nets leading by 4. Out to the wing. Lynn dishes to Mozgov. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Well, Lynn is fantastic at scoring on the drive. This guy does such a good job changing the angle of his body.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Mozgov with the block. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And really, the first 3 or 4 seasons of his career, DeMarre Carroll was kind of a fringe rotation player. I think once his three-point shooting took form in Atlanta, that's when his value as a player skyrocketed.
And that one falls for Carroll. And for DeMarre Carroll, able to hit the three, but it all starts for him, Greg, at the defensive end.
Yeah, he can be an intimidator on that side of the ball, and with his lockdown mentality defensively, he only needs to provide complementary scoring to be a key contributor.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for the Pacers. Victor Oladipo comes in for Joseph Young. Carroll hits them both.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Collison kicks to Young. A drive by Collison. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6. Brooklyn leading by 6. Now here's Lynn. He has 7 off the screen, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Carroll's got 13.
Well, I'll tell you, he's been a go-to guy for them as they've taken this lead, and he keeps coming.
Turner with the screen. Here's Young. That one, no good. Excellent D there from Mozgov. Here's Lynn. Another shot. He can't hit that time. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way.
They're fortunate to be in front, given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Carroll with the rebound. The net shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Russell kicks to Carroll. The feed now to Mozgov. Over Young. Mozgov's shot is off. Pacers trail by 8. And a fast break now for the Pacers. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Lynn.
Well, you have to think that he is going to look to go to the rim a little more often going forward because the three ball just hasn't been there. Sometimes it seems he's not getting his feet set or rushing his shooting motion, but either way, it just ain't falling.
Picked by Mozgov. Lynn the pass to Mozgov. Outside Russell. It's stolen by Oladipo. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
2 shots.
And last season,
Foul.
Victor Oladipo making big advances in his ability to shoot the 3.
Well, I thought Oladipo just played with a confidence that we hadn't seen before when he was taking perimeter shots. He seemed to trust his perimeter game more, and it helps when you have the green light.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Doris, so much talk about offense. How do you slow some of these guys down defensively? I mean, one way is to draw charges, but in thinking of that, who do you think is the best at doing that these days?
You know, Kevin, it can be a lost art in the game of basketball on any number of levels. You have to be willing to absorb contact, and sometimes from guys much bigger than yourself. So some of the names that come to mind for me, Marcus Smart with the Boston Celtics, Kemba Walker, always the smallest guy on the floor, is never afraid to give up his body. From the big guys, I'd probably say Maurice Spates or DeMarcus Cousins. Both are willing to see that contact and try to gain an advantage going the other direction.
Yeah, they know they're going to take a hit, and they willingly take the hit for the betterment of the team.
Right. Well, he just keeps rolling right now. What a terrific quarter for him on the offensive end.
Collison against Russell. On its way from Oladipo for 2. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Oladipo's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, that's just the catch-and-shoot game of Victor Oladipo. So fast on the trigger on the catch.
Lynn dishes to Carroll. Pass to Kilpatrick. Russell against Oladipo. 5 on the clock. Fires from 14. Good work defensively by Turner. Pacers trail by 6. And Bogdanovich kicks to Turner. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Mozgov.
Boy, the way he's been going, he is not going to be the guy to turn this around.
Lynn the pass to Kilpatrick. Picked by Mozgov. Back to Lynn. Looking to end his cold spell. And that one is hammered home.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
And the way he went about it, no better way to increase the lead and energizes your teammates. That's a perfect mid-range jumper. All he needs is an inch of space, and they gave it to him.
Picked by Mozgov. Lynn kicks to Mozgov. Pass to Kilpatrick. A three-pointer, no good. Indiana trailing here. Oladipo outside. Turner with the screen. High, arcing shot, and Oladipo with the lay-in. Good. Oladipo's got 8 points.
His shot's hitting on another level here in the second. I mean, it's looking effortless now.
Picked by Mozgov. Lynn kicks to Mozgov. They set the screen. Young against Carroll. Lynn from long range bangs home the trifecta.
Timeout.
Lynn's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, smart passing to set up the bucket. Sometimes I don't think DeMar
Jefferson, he's checked in for Young. Lance Stevenson comes in for Bogdanovich. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Darren Collison. Pacers trail by 7. Joseph dishes to Oladipo.
2 minutes.
Turner with the screen. Oladipo, the pass to Turner. Kicks it to Jefferson. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Wow, how quickly does Al Jefferson get the catch and fire going? What a pretty play.
1:41 left to play in the first half. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Turner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Joseph kicks to Jefferson. And Jefferson throws it down hard.
Don't you just love how Al Jefferson holds the defense off with his body, maintains his concentration on a tough shot. Nice.
And the Pacers still looking for their first NBA title, but 3 titles, as we know, for the franchise in their ABA days.
How about in 9 seasons with the ABA, they made the finals 5 times. Now, granted, there were only about 10 teams in the league, but that's still pretty impressive.
Traps in the tray.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And Joseph kicks to Turner. Turner with the screen. Joseph dishes to Turner. And Turner throws it down.
And this is why Miles Turner is such a high percentage scorer. You combine length, athleticism, and basketball skills. Good luck with that, defense.
Here's Dinwiddie. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. He dishes it to Kraft. Passes it to LeVert. Offensive rebound, Nets. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Well, I think you have to like the skill set of Trevor Booker. This is a guy who knows his role well and plays within himself. He's shown himself to be a capable big guy.
It's his first trip to the line. Free throw, good, Booker. Mozgov, he's checked in for Quincy Asen. Both free throws good from Booker. Pacers trail by 6. Joseph with the ball. Screen by Jefferson. 6 on the shot clock. And Joseph kicks to Stevenson. No good on the triple. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Brooklyn ahead, leading by 6. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have the 6-point lead. Kenny, what do you think?
I was surprised on how comfortable they seemed here on the road. The hostile crowd, that didn't bother them at all. And I want to see if they can keep that up in the second half.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
Well, one thing happened that really helped them out. Their bench came in and played absolutely beautiful. Gave them a huge boost. Not just trying to hold court, but actually putting points on the scoreboard. These guys should be starting, Ernie.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Welcome back, everyone, to Indianapolis, Indiana, where the famous Chase Tower stands tall above the city. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You have to like what you're seeing from Carroll.
And through the first two periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
You know, my favorite thing, Greg, I think he showed no fear in attacking the defense. He got on the interior with ease.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Nets leading by 6. Collison and Oladipo pair at the 1 and the 2. Young and Turner up front. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half.
And happy to take it up inside. You see Russell under control and in charge.
Collison against Len. Turner with the screen for Bogdanovich. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Bogdanovich has got his second basket of the night. Russell passes to Carroll. There's the dish to Len. They set the pick. That one a little long.
Just a little hesitation on that release, right? His timing looked a bit off.
Oladipo against Russell. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Oladipo.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Mozgov dishes to Carroll. The long distance 3 is buried. Carroll's got 18 points in the game.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
It's Oladipo on the wing. He's guarded by Russell. Another miss by Oladipo. Brooklyn leading by 7. From 15 feet away, Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Bogdanovich has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Feeds to Young. Russell against Oladipo. He kicks to Turner. Shoots over Mozgov. The shot by Turner no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Mozgov sets a screen for Lynn. Here's Russell, and the slam dunk by Russell.
And, you know, we talk about feel and reading the situation. Russell gets an opening there and does not flinch.
And for D'Angelo Russell, the former #2 overall pick in 2015 out of Ohio State. Greg, in your opinion, what makes him so special as a prospect?
I think it's all about his skill level. I mean, the league loves players who can handle, pass, and shoot. And he can do all three at an elite level. And he's not just a stationary shooter. He can hit pull-ups, a very good in-between game as well. Let's just see if he can continue his maturation process.
Here's Oladipo. He's got 10. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. Oladipo's got 4 this quarter. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Carroll passes to Hollis Jefferson. Fires from 14. Pacers with the rebound.
Well, they know not to leave him open from mid-range, and they're all over him on that shot.
And Oladipo, here we go. He's off on that one. The Nets go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. Russell passes to Hollis Jefferson. He gets that one. Hollis Jefferson's got 6.
Well, I'll tell you, excellent job from Hollis Jefferson. This guy's so skilled at getting terrific position down low.
Here's Collison. That doesn't go either for Collison.
Boy, he hasn't given them much of anything tonight. He's got to look for his own shot a little less and keep the ball moving.
It's stolen by Oladipo. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
From down in the low post, it goes. He's got 14.
I'll tell you, when Oladipo starts to percolate, he is really tough to get out of rhythm. How about his scoring right now?
Mozgov kicks to Carroll. He gets it in there.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Collison dishes to Bogdanovich. Collison against Land. And they pick up 2. Collison's got his second basket of the night. Nets leading by 7. Here's Lynn. 12 points for him. Carroll, no one around him. His 3-pointers off the mark. Collison against Land. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Turner with the screen. Oladipo with the ball. Now defended by Mozgov. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Turner. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hollis Jefferson's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, that's how to do it. Just go strong. Don't settle for a jump shot when the defense is flat-footed. Nice.
Here's Collison. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Timeout.
Miles Turner is a major force on the backboards. If you do not put a body on him, he's going to make you look.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Sabonis, he's checked in for Young. Young is subbed in for Oladipo. Nets leading by 7. Now Lynn. He's got 12. He feeds it to Carroll. A floater. And that's 2 points on the layup. Carroll's got 22 points. And for the Nets, Doris, what do they need to do to turn the corner defensively?
Well, I think it starts in the paint, Kev. They actually do a pretty good job of contesting shots, but they've got to keep teams out of transition, out of the paint, and control their defensive backboard.
Here's Bogdanovich after the basket by Brooklyn, and he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Kevin, very hard to stop Bogdanovich. He's excellent at keeping his follow-through despite taking the contact.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Jefferson comes in for Turner, and Corey Joseph subbed in for Darren Collison. Free throw good, Bogdanovich. Brooklyn leading by 6. Stolen by Joseph. Here's the teardrop. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Nets passing it around. Booker left side. The baseline J. It's rebounded by Indiana. Bogdanovich has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Out left to the wing. Here's Joseph. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Nets have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Outside, Lynn. There's the pass to LeVert. Just 5 to shoot. Over Bogdanovich. Count it from 12. LeVert's got 5 points so far.
Karis LeVert's a crafty player. This is a guy who knows how to get shots over the interior defense.
Jefferson, a screen on Lynn. Young. The teardrop falls in.
Boy, what touch. You know, a lot of guys don't have the kind of feel necessary to make the floater.
Outside, Lynn. Booker is screen on Young. A nice shot by Lynn. He's got 14.
We know this. Trevor Booker is an unselfish guy. He's a team-first player who sets outstanding screens.
Joseph up top. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And the shot goes in. Nets leading by 6. Here's Kilpatrick. Outside, Lynn shoots the 3. Kept alive, and Booker kicks to Mozgov. Picked by Mozgov. Second chance shot, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Al Jefferson.
Well, Kevin, how about the Harvard grad, Jeremy Lin? How far has this guy come from nearly out of the NBA at one point to viable NBA starter? Incredible.
And going into last season, Jeremy Lin signed with the Nets for that 3-year deal and close to $36 million, and excited to make his return to really the birthplace of Linsanity. Unfortunately, the hamstring injuries cost him a huge chunk of that season.
And that one falls for Lin. And Greg, Jeremy Lin described last season as a year of my prime down the drain. I mean, it had to be demoralizing.
Yeah, especially after bouncing around for a few years. He thought he'd found a chance to start and a chance to lead, and instead he found himself in dress casual on the bench.
Both free throws good from Lin. Pacers trail by 8. Young outside. Jefferson, a screen on Lin. Up off the screen. And Jefferson with a nice bucket inside.
Well, his entire career, Al Jefferson has been a high percentage scorer. He is so good at establishing deep position.
Lin against Young. The shot that time, not on target. And Indiana will come the other way. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. There's Sabonis. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Yeah, I like that decision there. Didn't try to do too much, just kicked it out for the open jumper.
And here is Lin. 16 points for him. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Lin's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, you have to love the focus. Jeremy Lin creating well for himself down low. Makes that one look easy.
Stevenson passes to Joseph. Sabonis kicks to Jefferson. That misses off the backboard. Nets leading by 6. Grab with the ball. Now guarded by Stevenson from 12 feet out. Good D by Stevenson. And the Pacers shooting well, 52% in the third. They came to play offensively in the second half. Over Crabbe. There's Sabonis. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
I'll tell you, good things always come when you've got players who work hard for second chance opportunities.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. So for the Nets, Mozgov, he's checked in for Quincy Ace, and Dinwiddie subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Free throw good, Sabonis. 1:51 left in the third. Dinwiddie dishes to Mozgov. The feed now to Dinwiddie. Crabbe in the corner for three. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Young passes to Stevenson. Here's Sabonis. Screen by Jefferson. Shoots off the screen. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got 4 rebounds in this game. Nets leading by 3. Here's LeVert. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. LeVert's got 8 points.
Well, you cannot allow Karis LeVert to square up from deep. When he's in rhythm, he's going to knock down that shot with great consistency.
Sabonis kicks to Joseph. Screen by Jefferson. Shot clock at 6. Kept alive. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. 10 points for him.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Scooped up. Second chance shot. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Indiana called for the foul. The Nets have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
You know, we've seen a lot of centers not very strong at the free throw line, but Mozgov very good at converting these freebies.
The Pacers making a switch here. Oladipo's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Joseph. He's tightly guarded. Stevenson outside. They set the pick. Rebound, Brooklyn. They've led by as many as 14 points. Crabbe from long range. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Crabbe's got 5. And so it's Brooklyn in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action after this word. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. Pacers trail by 9. Setting the floor for the Nets. Russell and LeVert in the backcourt. Booker out there with DeMar Carroll. And it's Crabbe in at the 3 slot. Now here's Stevenson. A step back shot here. Count it. Good. Stevenson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Pacers.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
Now here's Joseph. Dishes to Stevenson. Pass to Young. Kicks to Jefferson. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Russell dishes to Carroll. Crab with the ball. Booker has screen on Stevenson. Stolen by Joseph. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Jefferson. Lets it go from the wing. And that one comes up a bit short.
An obvious blunder by the defense that they get away with. Somebody's supposed to be checking him.
Here's LeVert. Off target from outside. Pacers trail by 5. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Screen by Jefferson. And stolen by Booker. Now Crab. Outside Russell. Back to Crab. Beyond the arc. But they recover it. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Joseph with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Joseph sets a screen for Oladipo. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
Well, the league is finally catching up with Thaddeus Young. 6'8", 220 pounds. He was a small ball power forward before that was in vogue. Now he's kind of the perfect fit.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. And some changes here for the Pacers. Turner comes in for Jefferson, and it's Collison in for Joseph. The Nets also changing it up. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Crab, and it's Jeremy Lin in for LeVert. Here's Collison. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oladipo for 3. Carroll with the rebound. And over the course of his career, Young more of a slasher than a shooter, Doris, at the power forward position.
Right. The southpaw has a very quick first step. And the last few seasons, though, starting to add that three-point shot. That will make him more effective.
There's a good screen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be Lance Stevenson.
Well, Jeremy Lin with the great hairdo and the clever play. How about that fantastic ability to pick up the foul?
Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
Well, it seems like it's been a while since the breakthrough of Lin's sanity, but Jeremy Lin is still breaking down walls for Asian and Asian American athletes. This guy has shattered stereotypes and inspired many to follow in his path.
And the second free throw, good. And Doris, Jeremy Lin has been honest. In the past, he says that some have doubted him.
And I think that's always been the case for Jeremy Lin. Go back to his high school days. For Palo Alto High School, he wins a California State title. He's first-team All-State, and yet he did not have a ton of Division I scholarship offers. It's surprising when you think about the level of competition he faced as a young basketball player.
Now here's Lin. Booker is screen on Collison. Lin the pass to Booker. Shoots over Turner. Hits the front of the rim and out.
No doubt it's been a rough game for him. I don't think he's going to lose any sleep over it as long as they hang on to the lead the rest of the way.
And Stevenson kicks to Turner. That's tipped, and he recovers it. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Pacers making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. That's good from Turner.
Boy, guys, such a rare combination, right? A great shot blocker who can also make threes. And if you think back to that 2015 draft, 3 kinds of those players entered the league. Carl Anthony Towns, Kristaps Porzingis, and this guy, Miles Turner.
Now, here is Russell. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. You talk to us about a stretch 5. Miles Turner already a knockdown shooter from long range.
Well, it's incredible at his size to be that smooth, that quick, and that high with his release. Your eyes are not lying. That's a 7-footer with a gorgeous shooting stroke.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
First free throw is good.
And a big move for D'Angelo Russell this past offseason. Traded from the Lakers to Brooklyn. Now one of the major building blocks of this team that has embraced him wholeheartedly.
And so Russell hits them both. And with the draft spot the Lakers had and the spotted history with D'Angelo Russell. You know, Greg, it wasn't a huge shock to see him move.
You know, it just seemed to me that Russell wasn't the right fit for what L.A. wanted to do. Still a very young and talented player who has a chance to kind of reinvent himself here in New York. He's shown a bit more maturity since that trade and since joining this team.
Nets leading by 5. Outside, Lynn passes to Hollis Jefferson. The putback, the rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Bogdanovich, and that one is stuffed right through.
And what I love about Oladipo, he does such a great job playing within the context of the offense. If you're open, he will find you.
Outside, Lynn. Russell sets a screen for Carroll. Back to Lynn. There's the pick. Over Collison. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Oh, that's a tough miss. Does well to get himself open and then botches it up.
Oladipo outside. He dishes it to Turner. That one drops for him. Now just a 1-point Nets lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here is Russell. Now the dish to Carroll. Booker with the screen for Carroll. Over Young. The shot by Carroll, no good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Collison. 2 points. That one goes. And the Pacers lead by 1.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Lynn dishes to Booker. Collison against Lynn.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
Two shots.
That free throw, no good. The Nets making a switch here. Mozgov's checked in. And the second free throw, good.
Well, you think back to Nate McMillan's history, right? An assistant coach with the Pacers for 3 years. They made the unexpected decision to look for a new head coach, and in 2016, they promoted him to that role.
Here's Collison. The shot will not fall, and Brooklyn will come the other way. Outside, Russell. Over Oladipo, and again, it's the Nets missing. And for the Pacers, looking down the bench to McMillan was the easy choice. Do you think it was the right one, though, Doris?
Well, they wanted to change the culture, and part of that was getting a little bit more hard-nosed. Now, McMillan, he's old-school defensive-minded, and with his deal running through 2019, like all NBA coaches, he's going to be judged on wins and losses.
Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. There's Hollis Jefferson, and it's sent back by Turner.
How about Turner's ability to anticipate when the shooter's going to release? Couldn't be better at timing his rejections.
The Nets shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. There's Hollis Jefferson. Mozgov kicks to Lynn. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Lynn's got 4 this quarter.
Love watching Lynn shoot the basketball. His ability to consistently drain jumpers so valuable.
And it's Turner finishing it off.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slant.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Lynn against Collison. To the paint. Hollis Jefferson, good. And the Nets lead by 2.
Hollis Jefferson exceptional at slashing to the cup. Cutting hard after setting the screen. Nice.
Turner with a screen for Bogdanovich. Oladipo outside. Turner with the screen. And he drops it in from the low post. Turner's got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
There's a good screen. Lynn kicks to Russell. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Lynn's got assist number 5 here tonight.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Now here's Collison. Feeds it to Oladipo. Turner with a screen on Russell. Here's Oladipo. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Russell. Brooklyn leading by 3. He kicks to Lynn. Screen by Russell. Lynn the pass to Russell. There's Mozgov. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Yeah, I think, guys, if Mozgov gets that deep in the paint, the defense has no choice but to be extra physical with him.
Two shots.
And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
Boy, how outstanding at the line has this guy been. One of the best free throw shooting big men you will ever find.
Turner with the screen. Collison kicks to Oladipo. Again, Oladipo missing.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that. That is really solid low post offense. You cannot waste those chances.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Turner with the screen for Oladipo. He feeds it to Turner. Will it go? Rebounded by the Nets. Hollis Jefferson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Mozgov a screen on Oladipo. Teardrop shot. Good work defensively by Turner. Pacers trail by 7. Oladipo dishes to Bogdanovich. We've got 1:13 left in the 4th quarter. Mozgov with the block.
Mozgov's such an effective player. His defensive presence, ability to block shots is so crucial to this team.
Mozgov sets a screen for Carroll. Mozgov passes to Carroll. Outside, Lynn. Picked by Mozgov. Trying his luck deep. And it's Jeremy Lin with the 3. And the Nets lead by 10.
And all the energy has been sucked out.
And now we get a chance to check out our Jordan Player of the Game.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. There's 45 seconds left in the game. And Young kicks to Jefferson. Stevenson inside the three-point line. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Back to Lynn. And here is Mozgov. Takes the 13-footer. And no good that time. Good defensive work there by Young.
And with the time remaining, I'm just not seeing it.
No, nor am I, Greg. There's no question. They're too far behind. Not their best effort, for sure.
Now here's Lynn. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jeremy, it really looked like defense got you guys going tonight and got them off their game.
Yeah, I mean, this might have been the hardest that we played, collectively for a whole game in a while. And I think everybody who really stepped out on the floor, they gave everything they had, and it was just great to see.
Really was telling, Jeremy, how you guys got going. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.